Welcome, Aries. So it's really interesting because since I've been doing the readings with the moon, when the moon is in each sign, I can really feel how actually the energy is influencing me and actually giving me a more accurate reading, right? And this morning I woke up early because today I'm going to a place called Bora Bora, that's here in Lake of Constance, and it's a place where you can go sauna. And I love sauna, right? I'm really very much into all this, what water. I'm an earth and also air sign. So I need water to ground myself and to, cool myself off, right? And you are an extreme fire sign, right? When your sign comes up, the days are always warm. Even though, let's say in winter, the temperatures are immediately a little bit warmer than usual. And you, on the days when the moon is in your sign, we actually like fruit, and we actually like protein, right? So you are the head. Everything about the head is you, because you're the ram and you're the beginning. You're that mind, you're that intellect. And when we look at your original card, the Emperor, you can see he's like very much like the red, that initial inspiration, that fire, that moment of I have a spark, I have an idea, and you make it happen because you're the King of Kings, right? And this card, very much like the Hebrew word he, you're framed in your throne like a window, and he means window. And the window can frame something, but it can also create a boundary, right? So think about it. A boundary is also where you give us this feeling of like, okay, don't go any further. This is how far you can go. This is how far I let you come close to me, right? And of course he rules, right? He has this the scepter. He has the ram heads here and up here. And he is ruled by the planet Mars. And when you look at the landscape, it's very much like a bizarre landscape, right? So it's kind of like Mars. Then of course you guard it, because you have to be guarded, right, in a way, because it's your, how would I say, you have to protect yourself, right? Because you, the King of Kings, and you need to make sure that people take you serious, right? You logos. You the order. You set order. You're the great father. The father of fathers. And it shows with the white beard, which is wisdom, right? And then, of course, you have the crown here. And you have 2 red and 1 white stone, which means you have more fire than you have, right, the crown. You have in the center the crown, but right and left you have 2 red stones. Now this card, when it appears, it means you have the power to rule, you have the divine reason. But also there's a very beautiful saying that the divine reason is the basis of all things. but a leader, and you are a leader, right? The leader of leaders. A leader, when he has done his work in such a way that the people who follow him don't realize they were ruled, they were brought there by you. They feel like they've done it by themselves, right? And I think to rule is to serve. And when you have this kind of responsibility, you have to let go of being righteous, of being this strong, powerful energy right here on the throne saying, well, I can also go into the other directions where it's all just about the appearance and war and anger and the red, right? Well, just the red, the orange, it's just a very strong card. So I painted you, first of all, you the Queen of Wands, right? Also, she is very much clearly a creative spark energy, which is good because in a way it's counterbalancing. Not that this is a woman, it's more like this compared with this has a more feminine energy, has a more gentler energy to it. Now, I painted you in this position, the yoga pose of the Chin Mudra, right, where the hands right here down, you can see, are together, the thumb and the index. And in yoga we have earth, we have water, we have fire, we have air, and we have consciousness. Now, if I put these together, of course, then I very clearly rule the fire elements, right? But I want you to rule in such a way that it becomes uplifted. So I want you to be with space and air thoughts, right? Ruling from a higher consciousness. And you're in these 4 squares, right? Because you're the 4th card and the number 4. And the circle is Mars encircling you. And I decided to paint now a window that looks out, right? In these windows looks out in different scenarios. So I'm still working on this card. Now, what I would like you to see is your counterpart, which is the Empress. And in the normal Rider-Waite deck, she's like, the goddess, right? She's like, if you see them together, it's like you can see he's quite stern, the material. She's in the fertility, she's out in the grounds and out and flowing, right? Now, the interesting part is that he's the magician and she's the high priestess in physical form, right? Because the magician is just not a person, it's more like an idea or a consciousness. And the high priestess as well, she's already the intuition, right? The magician is that one that like, yes, I can do it, it's a thought. And the high priestess is then the one that says, I have the intuition to do the next step, right? Now, she comes next, right? She's number 3 and he's number 4. 4, very clearly stability. 3, a certain spirituality, right? Body, mind, and spirit. We call that very clearly. So this is a couple, right? This is the couple, the first Bina, and he, in a way, is Chokmah, which is then the male part to Bina, right? Now, I painted them as well as a couple, and she's the 3, and of course she embodies the world, and she has the womb mudra, right, in her hand, with her hands, and she sits right in this world. She owns the world, she is the world, and he basically is then the logos or the energy of like, I'm bringing it here, right? I'm making it happen. So this is the yoga position. We're still in the month of Virgo, right? The sun is in Virgo, and very quickly here the Fool, the cosmic egg. I can go now and step out and be the magician, the high priestess, etc. until the hermit. And the hermit here becomes basically the turtle and looks back at all the stages that are coming in between, right, until 9. And now with the hand Yud, he's clearly showing a path to the Wheel of Fortune. I have another version where up on the mountain, right, because he's up in the mountain, and the hermit again is up on the mountain. So I drew mountain pose, right? And here you have all possibilities. You're also in the cosmic egg, right? And then he has the heart of the mountain, bringing the two palms together, where he holds the lantern and he holds the wand, the creative wand, right? And then goes into the same pattern of this is spinning into the Wheel of Fortune, and out of the Wheel of Fortune we go further into the evolution of the last stages, right, from 11 to 21, right? Good. So the reading, basically from the deck itself, you have here the Three of Wands, right? You are waiting for something, and wands are your tool, right? You love to connect with this element of creativity and sexuality, and here you step into the number 3, which is connected to the Empress, right? And here you want to go out and do something, right? The 2 is planning, and now you go and you go for those waves, you go for that surf, you want to experience something, right? It's almost like you're looking out and you're really needing to express yourself, right? Because I say that because what's coming after, sorry, I had to stop for a moment, there was too much noise outside, right? So these are your first 3 cards, and it feels to me, just by looking at it, right, and I'm not trying to see what the card usually in the original meaning means, though of course it has an influence on you, but just by looking at it you get an idea, is that somehow you want to be free, you want to go and do your thing, you want to create, but something is blocking you. You mentally not peaceful, you mentally, right, you look in the mirror and you see you're trapped. Somehow you're trapped, you feel trapped. And then this Libra is coming and saying, yes, but why don't you just go for this one idea, for this one thought, for this one creative idea? But I don't know how to do that. Yes, you do. Just focus, concentrate. You can do it. You're the Queen of Wands. You can do anything. But I don't know. It's too much. It's too much. No, focus, right? Focus. Focus on one thing. So, the next row is the Five of Cups, the Tower, and the Eight of Wands, meaning something is holding you back to go forward. And then the universe is just literally saying, all right, I'm going to, and it's their central card, I'm going to create a shift. I'm going to make sure that you are going fast. And this is the thing, when we do it ourselves, we can go controlled, we can go the way we want to go. But when the universe interferes, it's like a lightning that strikes down. Oh boy, sometimes the speed that it happens to us is really strong, right? So you lingering here and you thinking about things that are not making you so happy. As you can see, it's a little somber, right? And it's almost like she's getting sucked into an idea. Meanwhile, she could focus on something that's behind her, that's at reach, that's at her feet. But she's focusing on those 3 cups that are not there anymore. And this is like speed, very strong, very fast lightning. Because this happened on the full moon, which just was in Pisces, because this is the Pisces card. So it shows me that this full moon has affected you, and you longing for independence, a financial independence. You want to be independent again. You somehow want to break out of something. Because this full moon really made us dive deep down, right? Deep down into our subconscious, past the evolutionary stages we think we are, and still we need to go down and constantly become aware of how unconscious we are. We, even though, you know, we have the black and the white dog howling to the moon, right? And it's the evolution actually of the wolf turning into the dog. And maybe you want to be a wolf. Maybe you want to howl again. Something inside of you is longing for the old days, for something, right? And here again, the dog, 2 times, a small little dog and the big dog, and here the 2 dogs. Is this duality? You're here in this present moment, but you're trapped, maybe, or you're longing for the past. But very clearly, I see you want to be free, right? And if the tower wouldn't be here, I would say, yes, you are free, but you will become free. The deeper you go, the more you will become free from something that traps you. And it's because of this card, right? This one. And this one. These 3 cards tell me that something, right? Something that you want to start getting out. Something is still not that happy for you. You have pretty good stuff going on, which is, you know, you have that spark, you want to go. You have yourself and a Libra, right? Look in the description box below with the dates if you fall into this date. You could also be already, right, in Pisces. You could be also a little bit having Pisces, because the Pisces card is here. That's the Knight of Cups, but he didn't show up. So look at the description if your birthday falls into this card, and look in the description box here for Libra if you know someone that falls into that date, that is looking at you, right? Connecting with you. And it's really this central card, right? The Tower. What is the Tower, right? What does that mean? Oof. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up, right? The same card. So I wanted to know, what is this Tower moment? Why is this happening? It's because you are overthinking. But here in this deck, you somehow rise above, rise up. It's almost like you created this. You went up because, remember, this is above the Tower. And I asked for the Tower. So you went up into that one thought and you said, no more. I want to live my life, right? Because these are the 3 rows. The central row. Something you want to go for. And it's funny, it's because when I read it from up down, not like from left to right, but from up to down, you have the first row, something, these 3. And it lets me know that you are trapped, you are sad, and you need to go deeper to liberate yourself. You need to do something to liberate yourself. And then the last row, it's very cool, 8. So you have 3 times the 8, that I'm going to get into it. You have the Queen of Wands, you have the 8 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. Meaning you need to trust your gut. You need to have this one idea, and you're going to make it happen. And you're going to be independent and, again, single, independent. You are able to do whatever you want. You're financially free. Now you have 888. 8, 8, 8. This state is going to go quick, and 888 is a big lesson. It's a lesson of knowing that you're part of an infinite play, and you can get out of it, of this play, if you stop feeling the victim, if you stop feeling trapped, right? Rise above. As you can see, these 2 cards are differently interpreted, right? If you want, I just get the Rider-Waite card and the 8 of Cups. Sorry, the 8 of Swords. Looks like this. Right? Very much like this. So, as you can see, there's this gray space above her. You need to rise above. You need to go up and release these thoughts. Letting go. Right? So that's what the Tower moment is. The Tower moment says, okay, no more. You need to let go. You need to move on. And I'm gonna just get one for the Eight of Swords. Okay. Wow. Eight of Swords. There's a few that came out. Let's see. Oops. Okay, we have Two of Water, the Queen of Water. That's a Cancer. So there is a relationship, a soulmate relationship with this person. And then comes the Two of Wands, right? Remember, we had the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, planning. You planned this, but there is a negativity to it, temptation. There is a devil. And a transformation. This relationship with this Cancer is doing something to you, right? This is a Capricorn. And this is a Scorpio. So something is doing to this, to you, shifting. That's why you feel trapped, right? You feel trapped in this feeling of, wow, I'm actually in a soulmate relationship, but it's trapping you, or it's pushing the buttons, extremely pushing the buttons, because somehow you want this, but you have this. There's constant negativity rising and transformation because of that. Oof. I mean, I want to get one card just for the last, for the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Oh, there's one flipped around. Oh my God. The Messenger of Fire, Sagittarius. Yep. It's something you need to become independent, right? There is a Sagittarius, the Knight, the Messenger of Fire is the Knight of Wands. And this Knight of Wands is gonna, there is something you want to free yourself. Through this Knight, you free yourself. Or brings creative energy to you. So you can actually become independent again, financially independent again. And last time it was the same. There was a Sagittarius. There was a Sagittarius for you, or it was in the German reading, I'm not sure. But something, right? Something is not. If this would be here, you would be transforming into the healing. But it came like this. So there is this soulmate with a Cancer, or maybe with a Libra. But the soulmate card came with these. And there is a planning, a lot of planning. But it's not, right? It's difficult, or it's transforming you. This devilish, this negativity, this, right, being sucked into this is transforming you. Intense, but this is what moons does, right? Full moons in Pisces does this to us. So be careful, in a sense, not to be careful, but be careful of how you feel and how you talk and how you, right, how you make these thoughts, right, come to this kind of clear thinking. It's, to me, like, this is the energy I want for you. Rise above with these thinking. Go up. Right? Don't do this. I mean, these are just invitations for you, to help you not to get sucked into something. You can be very impulsive, very like, I'm just gonna do this, right? And these impulses are like, I'm just gonna take those waves right now. I'm just gonna go for it, right? So this is where it leads. But there's something that you have to just always be looking out for, right? Because you're attracted to certain things. And this is the death card, right? Which is transformation. It's not a real death, but in connection with the devil. And of course, asking this. So it's like, so check this relationship. Like this, it looks beautiful, right? You think, wow, how amazing, right? Soulmate, planning things to do. But maybe you plan things to do and they intoxicate you. All the things that you plan, they intoxicate you and they make you fall asleep and transform you, or they make you then like a child. But you have like a guardian angel, you have these creative ideas, right? Here, look at this. And I think that's where you should focus on. Make your idea happen. Create something. Go for it. It's happening fast, right? It's going to happen fast. Because you are the emperor, right? Meditate. Go deep within. Go deep within. Meditate. All right, my dear Aries. See you soon. Then in the next reading at the end of September, I think. Thank you for watching. Namaste.